Hello, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to you all from Reason Together TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your time and wherever you are watching me from. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, please enable to hit the red subscribe button down below and also the bell icon for notifications so that whenever I upload new video, you will always be the first person to be notified. This case that you are about to watch right away is a case of tenant dispute. Please stay tuned while the defendant and the complainant make their statement for peaceful resolution. Until we come your way next time, please share to your friends and family, and bye for now. Ciao.
Thank you once again. Good afternoon.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
This is the mic problem. Let's hear you out. Why did you complain against
Okay. The reason why I complain the reason of my complaint is for my tenant. He has been for the past 3 years now, which he has rented the apartment, 3-bedroom flat. He has not been able to pay very well. He paid once very well. After that, the first payment he paid me was 400,000. That is when the agent brought in, when you get the apartment. After that one, the next payment is he gave me 100,000. That was December. All the paper, everything is with me here. So after that, he paid me another 200,000. Later, he paid me another 50,000, which the landlord of the area helped me to collect from me, which I refused to give him the receipt for that. Before he complained to my brother, when my brother now intervened, he now tell him that he should pay me the other 50,000. So he was not be able to pay very well because he's complaining of the electricity bill, which was in the house before he came. That the electricity bill was about 300 and something thousand. But I didn't know what that electricity bill was up to that. It was when we went to NEPA office, because the light has not been there for long. But we get light for our neighbor in other area who gave us light before the man came in. But I tell him to pay me, but he was not able to pay. He doesn't pay very well. Because I had accident in December 2019. October 21, 2019. Which I lost, somebody even life. Somebody's life was dead. So that one made me not to have much money with me. And I tell him to pay in order to get prepaid. But he refused. He didn't trust me. He refused to pay. Even say my agent intervened. Our landlord in the area, they intervened. My brother also, they intervened. He refused to pay. But I didn't have anything because I didn't have any work in my hand now. He refused to pay. When I even said last year, when I came to see him, I said, since you are doing like this, when you are not, because my lawyer already served him quick notice. They first gave him time in order to pay. He refused. He didn't pay. At the later end, he said he should vacate of the place if he was not able to pay. After that, we gave him 7 days. He didn't quit. We gave him 6 months, which expired last month.
You gave him 7 days before 6 months?
Yeah, they gave him 7 days. Maybe he will pay the money. They said either he should pay or he should back out. He refused to pay. And later, they come give me 6 months, which expired last month. Now he's owing me up to 2 years now, which by October this year. If you tell him to pay now, the money is up to, it's going to almost 1 point something million because, so that is why I said you should quit of the house because I wanted to use the house. But I myself, I rented an apartment at Ikorodu. I only owe my landlord now. I owe him 6 months now. He has been giving me problem, which he gave me notice that I should vacate the place. And he owed me more than he owed me almost a year now. He doesn't pay. The way he paid the money to me, all the evidence is with me. That is why I want to complain that when is he going to
Where
leave
is
the
he
house?
living?
He's living at number 2, Adekunle Suberu Close, off
Where?
Bakari Street, Oriola,
Which area are you?
K2, Alapere.
And where are you living?
Me, I'm living at Ikorodu, number 4, Olu Adebayo Street.
No, call the street. I just want to know the area you are
I'm
living.
living at Ijede, very close to Ijede, Elepe. Very close to Ijede.
So that give him mic, let him respond.
Good afternoon.
Use that mic properly.
Okay. I went to an agent to get me a house and they connected me to him.
Yes.
I told the agent that why I was about leaving the former place was because of NEPA bill. The person who was there inherited a huge amount of money and they were forcing me to pay. I said, no, I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to pay it. So I resolved that I was going to leave the place because they were not compliant. The man who gave me the house has died. So the children came in. You understand? So when he took me to this man, I asked this man, I said, I told him, I said, the reason why I'm running away from the other place, the house was a neat house, everything was good. But why I was leaving the place was because of NEPA bill. I hope there is no debt. He said, there is nothing. I said, okay, no problem. The agent that connected me, an elderly person and equally a pastor, I called him, I said, I should ask him. The man called me back and said he has asked him, he said there was no money on it. So based on what the old man told me, I paid him. He said if I pay him his money, he was living in that apartment before, He was living in that apartment before. So he said if I pay him, made my payment, he will use my money to go and rent a house at Ikorodu. I said no problem. When I gave him the money, by the time I moved in, because when I came in, I saw light, But a friend of mine just visited me and said, but you have light. What about this wire that are on the floor? So, no, when I came in, one day like that, when I first moved in, I saw him. He came around. Him and his younger brother were just going out. I was accompanied them. And I asked him, I said, but this wire that is on the floor, what about this wire? His brother now told me, because his brother didn't tell him that he lied to me. The brother now said, there is a NEPA bill on it too. At that time I was disturbed because I asked him, he said there was no bill. I asked the other man who connected us to that one, said there was nothing on the bill. So I was forced to go to NEPA bill only for me to get to NEPA office and I got a report. They gave me the bill of 318,000 naira. Madam, I don't even know what to say. I was shattered. I said, what kind of problem is this? So, but I kept quiet. I went to report to the agent that connected me. The man said, this man didn't do well. Though. After that, what that man, he just said, this man didn't do well. He didn't call me to know if the man has resolved it. I didn't even know if he did not even call this man to tell him anything. So, when this man now came for his money, and he now said, I said, but I told you that you are owing this amount of money so much like this. What happened? He now said, he's going to resolve it. He's going to resolve it. So when I needed to pay, I paid 200,000 naira, with hope that part of the money he is going to spend, he is going to use the money to clear some of the bill. But he didn't do that. Only for him to come. I waited, I called him. He said he was going to do, he was just promising and promising and promising. So I kept quiet. One day like that, he just came. He ran to me and my wife and said he took a loan, whether he said he bought a car, and the time for him to to make the payment is up, and if he did not, they will seize the car, and he needed money. I told my wife, I'm not going to give this man money unless we go to the bank and collect the money, and we go to NEPA to go and pay the money. He was just begging. My wife said no, I should give him, and I'll give him 100,000 naira out of that money. Since then, the man kept promising me. In fact, what actually got me upset one day was when I complained to him one day. He came to collect the balance of the 100,000 naira. I said, no, I'm not going to give you this money. You know what I want us to do? I'll go and collect this money. You and I will go to the bank together. We'll go to a NEPA office. We'll pay this money. Whatever thing you can pay out of the 380,000 naira, let's pay it. So that, because they didn't give us light, I was in the dark. Where he connected light when I came, they disconnected the thing. For 2 straight years, I didn't have light. And he want me to be paying him. I said, you're not treating me fine. I was the one who called his younger brother, his immediate younger brother. I reported to an elderly man very close to us, a neighbor, an elderly man. The man now said, okay, I should call his brother. I called his brother. His brother said, but he told you that before you rent this house, this apartment house, you should either tell the person or you should pay the bill. All of this thing he didn't do. Only for me to move in. And when I move in, you don't want me to be paying you. You want to collect your money fully, and you're not doing anything. And I now went, when I called everybody that I called, nobody responded. I have the copy of the letter. I went to meet a lawyer. A lawyer wrote him and called him to his office. He did not respond. So I told the lawyer, what are we going to do? The lawyer himself called him on phone. He did not respond. So I now told the lawyer, what do I do? The lawyer now said, I should go to police station to go and make a formal entry. When I got to police station, I told the human right there. The woman that was handling the case said, okay, I should give him his phone number. I gave him. Before my eyes, the woman said, Mr. Sylvester has come to report you. Can you come to our office the following day? You know what he said to the policewoman? What right have you to summon me to come to a police station? I'm not coming. The woman was mad. I didn't hear what he was saying, but it was the policewoman who said, in fact, and I told the policeman, what do I do? The woman said, for what she said, if they wait for him the following day, when they were expecting him, if he didn't come, anytime I see him around the compound, I should call that they are going to arrest him. But I don't want that. Inside of me, I say I don't want that. Only for, and I pressed, it was me who pressed to go and talk to the landlord association. It was a group, it was a monthly meeting that they used to have there. I went to meet the landlord association, and I reported the case to them. When the landlord association, the chairman now called me and called him, and tried to solve the problem. He now said, okay, I should give. No, before that time, I called his younger brother. He told me, it's a lie. I don't want to pay. And I told his younger brother, I said, okay, Mr. Man, you are a neutral person. Let me pay this 100,000 naira into your account. But on one condition, he must pay this money to go and he should go and make the payment at the NEPA office. His brother said, no, he can't vote for him. That was the language he used. He said he cannot vote for him. So I now told the lawyer, I said, what am I going to do now? The lawyer said he cannot run forever. So and I went to meet the landlord association. The landlord association, the chairman now called both of us, talked to both of us. He said that time he said he had problem, and I gave him 100,000 naira, the balance. He now wrote a letter. He wrote an undertaking and told me that I should. He wrote the letter. The letter is in my bag here. He wrote a letter to me that his brother said he must pay me. He want me to just pay him all the money, and he did not want me to consider the pain. The fuel I was burning, the generator, 3 of my generator apart, they are in the house right now. I said, no, he has to compensate me for those. It is on that ground that I held back his money. So the landlord now said, okay, I should pay him some money. When I gave him the money, the moment he saw his younger brother has an apartment in that compound. His younger brother subletted part of his own apartment. The moment he saw that one, he now summoned the lawyer. He now called the lawyer to give me 7 days. That means I should quit. I should quit that. I said, no, I won't quit that house because the thing, the cost of the cost of fuel and the repair of my generator, he's going to pay me for it, you know. So the man, I now called my lawyer because he wrote to me through a lawyer. I now wrote my lawyer. My lawyer now wrote to them. By the time my lawyer wrote to them, the lawyer who engaged, because he lied to him, that one was just paralyzed. Before they now brought another letter that they now give me, 6 months. It is on that 6 months, he will come today, and even after that one, he will still come and say, okay, let's forget about what the lawyer is saying. I said, no, I can't trust you. If you are going to do anything, we are going to put everything in right. Matter if what I'm saying is lie. The man that can bear us witness, because I told him, I said, we are going to write this in. He now said he went to tell the chairman association that the chairman association said he should not write any, and should not do any undertaking. It was then announced, what kind of politics is this? I reported to you as an elderly person. You are supposed to be a neutral person. You are now telling him not to do what is right. That is the reason why when you now call me, I now came around.
How much are you owing?
It's supposed to be 800,000.
It's supposed, or it's 800?
800. Yes.
How much is the NEPA bill?
The NEPA bill is 380,000. 380,000.
18,000.
Yeah, that I met before I came in.
So you seized 800,000 for 318,000?
No, it's because the reason was that when I said, okay, let me go and pay, I will use the money I'm supposed to pay you. Let me use it. Let's go to the bank let's go to.
How long did you stay in that house before you discovered that you saw that wire on the floor?
I barely got to that place about a week.
So why didn't you, once you know that you left the former house because of same purpose, and you packed in and you saw that there's already wire, and you were told that the place they have outstanding bill, why didn't you excuse me, don't interrupt me. Why don't you demand for your rent and leave the place?
Madam, the place, the wire, there is a orange tree that covered the wire.
No, you forget whatever covered the wire. At least you notice just 1 week. You did not stay there 1 year before you discovered there was they have a accumulated bill there. You just spend 1 week. Why don't you demand for your money, your rent that you paid to him? You told agent that you were leaving the former place because you have a standing bill. Then you get to a new place, you stay 1 week, and you discover that they have the same problem. So why don't you demand for your money and you just pack out from the house?
Madam, I can't, because I already moved out of that place. There is no place for me to move to.
No, if you put it straight, they will still ask you the period you stay for looking for another house. They will refund you your money, because you cannot seize this 800,000 for 380,000. And why did you rent house without giving light? Give him that mic.
Ma, there was a light there. I collected light.
How did you connect the light?
From my neighbor. Because
why did you connect light from your neighbor?
Because during the time when my father has stroke, the bill was in the NEPA office. Before the bill got to 200,000 naira, they are just they are already disconnected the light. The bill was there. We don't even know that the bill has already entered almost 316,000.
How don't you know? Have you not been renting? A tenant that packed out from there, was the tenant not complaining?
No, my brother was there also. I was living in the place. I was living there. I was the one living there. When the agent now brought him, when I said I wanted to use rent out the apartment, that was the time he came. Before he know, it was around almost close to a year before he complained. He was using a light.
Must he complain before you put things in order?
No, when he parked in, he was using the light.
How did you get him light there? You bypass light,
no,
which is also a criminal offense. Why did you bypass the light?
I didn't bypass the
How did he get light? Say you give him light from neighbor.
No, because of the huge amount of the money.
So why did you go and rectify it before you rent the apartment?
I didn't have the money with me.
But you are collecting rent. You collected 400,000.
I collected.
Air freshener, please.
I collected 400,000. When he was using the light for almost a year, when the NEPA now, when they say the person that was give us the light, he own, they now carry the wire away. That was the time he complained. Almost close to a year.
Yeah, you are the problem here.
I said I accept that I'm the problem here.
So
and I said, okay, out of the money you wanted to give to me, we go to NEPA office together. Out of the 200,000 naira you wanted to give to me, pay, because we are already talked with the marketer. He said what they will do, I will pay 50% out of the money, which is 150 something thousand, and he owe me 200,000 then. And I say, okay, pay the remaining balance, you give it to me. For almost close to a year, he didn't do anything.
So
he said his wife was sick. He didn't do anything.
Excuse me. Yeah,
am I lying?
Non-official. Just don't play over my intelligence here,
Madam. The last
so that you will not find it funny. You will not find it funny with me here. Hold on, because you don't have
a witness for this.
Excuse me. Because you landlord always like to collect money without putting house in order. Before you give him house, are you not supposed to go and sort out your NEPA bill? After all, is it the first tenant that entered there? Tenant was there and the accumulated bills there. Are you expecting him to come and pay NEPA bill of 300,000? And you know if there is already existing bill there, he will not enjoy the light, because NEPA will keep coming there, cutting light. He will bribe the connect, cutting lights, because that particular room is carrying bills. And you don't need to compare him seizing his rent for NEPA bill. It's not justifiable. Because 800 you can't hold 800,000 for 318,000. And even if he's owing, both of you can he can go to the NEPA office, negotiate the mode of payment, and you'll be paying. You'll be paid based on the undertaking he write there.
Okay, but ma, I answer you straight when you ask me that question. I have my document in this list.
Which document?
Yeah, last year, when I'm supposed to renew the rent, he sent a letter to me that he does not want me to pay anymore.
If he does not want you to pay anymore,
yes,
then you now hold the rent and you did not go out. If a tenant landlord send you that he did not want you to pay, are you not supposed to vacate the place?
Yes, I stayed there because he has to pay. I have to recover the money.
Close that mouth. Close that mouth. Some of you, if you are aging, let your conscience be talking to you. You are not a kid. Everything must not be legal. Don't try to do some certain things that somebody will pay you back with your wickedness. Just close. I don't want you to make that statement. You did not. He has to pay you. Pay you what? He's helping you to use your generator. Are you not the one using it? Even the Nigerian have lights. I have over 6 generators in my house. And I'm living in Nigeria. Which place do you have? Even the Dasu Rock have constant lights. That you think if NEPA cuts your light, landlord should come and pay your generator. He should come and give you money for repairing your generator. He should come and give you money for buying fuel. Every day I'm buying fuel. The list is 3,000 naira every day. Can't see by a month. Who will I ask to come and replace? And if you're not a troublesome person, how can you get into somebody's house and you notice that it's an outstanding bill and you left your former place because of that? You refuse to pack out. You should have demanded for your money. If they refuse to pay you, then you will use that as an excuse now. You can't stay in somebody's house for 2 years. You hold on to money, enjoy free house. Then you now ask him to come and pay you what?
Madam, I did not tell you. Please, I want you to understand this.
Tell me how you want to pay, because this issue has to be resolved.
He told me that I should remove, and I'm already looking for a place.
You are what about their stand? Because you cannot give him the money, because you are the problem here. People are looking for money without paying giving somebody comfort. Every day landlord. Give comfort to your tenant, you never give comfort. When you are having problem with them, that is when you are a no lawyer and you know human rights office. If you do the right thing, will he refuse? Will you hold your money? You want to drag microphone with him now because I'm talking. When are you going out or you are paying him? What do you really want?
What I really want is that the reason why I tell him to pack out.
But in the scratch him.
No, nothing scratching. The reason why I tell him, my own brother is living there also. We have got the prepaid. I tell him to pay when he refused to pay in order to get, because I had an accident which I didn't have anything with me again.
But you did not have accident before he come out.
I did not have accident before he come out. I had accident 2019, October 21, and there is nothing. So when my brother even tell him that we have got NEPA man that will give us the paid, that he should pay, he refused to pay. We have already collected prepaid now for the past almost over a year now. My brother refused to give me the prepaid card. He said because my brother was the one who used his own money to get, because we meet him together in order to get the money so that we can get the prepaid together. We wanted to get 4 as at that time. 1 for my tenant and the one that is crazy big.
You wanted to? For how many years did you wanted to?
No, when we wanted to get the prepaid that time, he refused. He refused to. I have a witness to both the agent and my brother. They can bear me my witness. It's only because he can speak English more than me. That is what he's using that is what he's using in order to rob me here.
English have nothing to do with what I'm saying. All I know, I need to tell you the truth and tell him the truth. Where you wrong, I will tell you. And where he wrong, I will tell him. What is your right, I will tell you. What is his right, I will tell him. Everybody have equal rights here.
I understand.
It's not about person seeing face or seeing a lawyer. No. Lawyer want to collect money from you and be instigating problem here and there. No. You have no reason to put tenant in your house with a standing NEPA bill.
I understand.
No, hold on. Okay. Even if you understand, you calm down. How long have you stayed in that house?
This is my 40 years.
40 years. You have stayed for 4 years in your house. What stopped you rectifying that thing since? Then you that stayed 4 years in that place and you are having NEPA issue and you don't want to leave immediately and you still want to stay in the house. Why can't you have a better understanding with him? If you want the house, you people pay the rent and pay the discuss modality or move your hand from my camera. And you people have an understanding on how you will sort out the NEPA bill and also pay this rent.
See, each time I discuss this thing with him, he will promise you he will tell you something good in the morning, in the evening, he will say another thing. So I told him, I said, any discussion I want to do with you is either I call the third party or we put it in the writing. Because what you say in the morning, we reverse it in the night. That has been his challenge. That has been the kind of person he is.
Okay.
You know, even this the prepaid they collected. When they collected the prepaid, you know, I told the brother, I said, okay, what do I do now? I was ready to pay him. The landlord, the elderly man that is close to us, an elderly man, I told him, I said, I'm ready to pay him all this money. I said, I'm going to pay him 1 year rent. I told the man, only for him to come and say, he told his brother to first disconnect the light. They disconnected the light. The light you disconnected, I won't go and connect it. Not only that, he told the his younger brother to disconnect the water, the government water. He told him to disconnect.
Why do you disconnect this for what?
All this they are saying, I don't even know. When my brother wanted to get the ticket, we meet this man that out of the money he owed me, over 400,000 naira, that he should pay me in order to get the ticket. He refused. the agent intervened. He refused. The landlord intervened. He refused. And then when they now get the
what are they
I think
intervening for? What are they intervening for?
in order to pay the money so that I will use the money to get the paid. When we get the
but
prepaid,
you are telling the one he paid, is the one he has been paying. He did not use anyone.
He didn't pay. Let me go and bring the receipt.
He said he has stayed 4 years, and he said
he paid fully once. The receipt is with me here. He paid fully once. He paid fully once. The second that he paid 4 times. He paid 100,000. And later he paid 200,000. He paid 50. Now the landlord helped me collect 50,000 naira. They scattered the money.
Madam,
I have the evidence here.
You won't allow me to talk. To be honest with you, I wanted to give him the money that I got. I had a challenge. But immediately when the money now came, and I called him, I said, okay, sorry for the delay. Madam, the last thing I will do, even if I go to blame you, I will accept my blame. But one thing I will never do is, I won't lie. I told him, I said, I'm sorry. You know? Yes, I even told him, Madam, please, I even told him, I said, look, I don't quarrel with people. I said, if you and I quarrel, I said, it will be difficult for somebody to blame me. I told him all this. So, and I told him, I said, there was a time when there was no, I don't have money. But when the money came, I said, okay, here is the money. I gave him 200,000 naira with hope that he would go and correct the light. But because he was not correcting the light, you know, I too, I held back. You know, until when he now came and said he took a loan, maybe he bought a car and they want to collect the car from him, blah, blah, blah. I gave him 100,000 naira. I said, but the balance of 100,000 naira, I will not give you until, you know, you made this payment, you know. But he came and he was saying this. I said, no, okay, what we are going to do is let's go to NEPA office together. In fact, the NEPA official told me, he said I should be very careful of him. That is not sincere. Everything they are doing in that house, when everybody, madam, even when I move in,
pay the money, let's go and pay the NEPA.
Madam, I'm moving out because I'm moving. He told me I should move out. The letter is here with me too, that I should move out.
Did your lawyer tell you that if a landlord gives you quick notice to pack, meaning you are not going to pay your rent?
He has not said.
Eh?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
So I don't need to respond in that way.
Okay.
If you are moving out, is your choice. If you give you notice, that doesn't mean you should not pay your arrear.
Yes. You know, what I'm saying is this. What brought all these things was because of his slackness. Was because he was playing. And, you know, when I even moved in, when I said, okay, if you don't pay me this thing, I will not give you this. He said, I will give you quick notice. Are you the only person? Him and the agent, they constantly threaten me with quick notice. I said, okay, so you purposely did this thing. Another man.
Pay his money, let them pay for the light bill. Because your reason of holding the money is not justifiable. And you cannot see 800,000 for NEPA bill. That is your rent. So even if you are going, pay the rent. He will go and sort out his bill. If you are not going, pay the rent. You will sort out the bill and you stay there comfortable. So that is what you do. You tell us when you pay the money, let him go and sort out the bill without stressing you. So it's your choice. If you are leaving, you pay. If you are not leaving, you pay. And you cannot pay if you pay to him, he is going with anybody to that NEPA office to make that payment and write undertaking on how to pay the balance. Hope I made myself understood.
Yes, I understood.
Then, will I go and bring? I want to show you some evidence.
What is the evidence?
Man, this man is lying. God can bear with me a witness.
What is the line around?
He paid fully once. The time I was telling him, I give him almost for a year when I tell him the money he owe me to go and use it to pay for the bill. When we go to the NEPA office to do that, he refused to pay the money. When he refused to pay. He said his wife was sick. He didn't pay. He didn't pay, and here now he was lying. He's lying at me.
Look, I will not lie to you. When hold on. When I was supposed to pay you, my wife was seriously sick.
See,
just hold on. They said here that we should be brief, so I have to say this thing. I told him, I said my wife was sick, and it was obvious. Your brother lived in the same compound with us. But when the money now came in, and now say, okay, can I go and pay this money? He said, no, you go and pay by yourself. I gave you the 200,000 naira. I didn't see you again.
You gave me 200, and how much was the first money you paid me? Let me go and bring the receipt. The first
how much
money.
The total money has paid you?
800.
You have paid me.
The first time.
How much is he owing?
He's owing almost 800,000 naira now. Okay, now.
He did not deny it. He said he's owing you 800.
Yes.
You are saying almost, meaning he not reach 800.
No, what I'm trying to say now is that, look, please permit me to show you the receipt.
Wait, I don't need any receipt. You say he's owing you almost 800. And the man he said is 800, meaning he's right. Is he owing you more than 800?
No.
So what are you talking about?
The 400,000 naira which he paid it 4 times, 50,000, 100,000.
He said his wife was sick, he had challenges that time. The same way you also say you have accident, you were not able to go and put prepay meter. He also say he have challenge for anybody can face challenges, and that is his reason of not paying that time. Let's move forward and look at and leave the past. Okay. Mr. What is that your name again?
Mr. Michael.
Michael.
Sylvester.
Yes.
You heard what I said.
Yes.
You cannot seize his money for that. So if NEPA bill is the issue, pay the money. Then you cannot give him notice to quit like that. Because the fault is also from you. You cannot quit him because he hold money and you do not give him comfort. If you are giving him light and he's using other avenue, then you know how to talk about it. But since you started by not giving him light, you are bypassing his light and NEPA is disconnecting his light, giving him that discomfort is the reason why he's owing. So let him pay, and he has to go and pay the NEPA bill, even if he leave in another year. Oga, leave me to drop that microphone. Okay. Drop it and allow me to talk. What are you raising your hand for? Talk while you are raising your hand.
The reason why this man is 419 me. He has already said he wanted to move out. He said he's moving. Before I even send lawyer to give him quit notice, he said he will move out. He will move out more than six months. That is what he's saying. He's moving out. He's moving out. That is what he's saying.
Are you aware that the way you paid money to him, the last money you paid to him
was 50,000?
That the law does not permit you 6 month notice, 3 month notice. Are you aware? And that is where a lawyer, charge and pay lawyer, where they look for avenue to collect money for you people. That is the area where they will not tell you the truth. They can deal with you as you like. You are more or less like you are staying in his house, like friend or neighbor that harbor person in his house. Because there is no agreement that binds you and him now as a yearly tenant. Your last payment was even 50,000. Then you calculate how much is 400,000 in 12 months, and how much you have paid. Are you a daily tenant, or you are a monthly tenant, or you are hourly tenant, like somebody going to hotel to go and lodge? So if your lawyer want to advise you well, for you to begin to claim any right in somebody's house, you must be a yearly tenant where you pay your rent full at once. not instrumental payment. If you pay 6 months, every half year, if you want to give you notice, it's 3 months. Your final notice is 7 days. And if you're a yearly tenant, that is when he will give you 6 months notice. That is before your rent expired, not when your rent has expired. A notice is to pre-inform you that they need the apartment on or before the expiration of your rent. So giving you notice after your rent expired is a different case entirely. Then you that have stated that you are not paying the rent, whatever reason that made you not to renew your rent as at when due, and in bulk, nothing is bounding you and him as a yearly tenant here. You will decide to do whatever you even present. If you have decided to drag your things out of the house, people go to court, you have no paper to present as a yearly tenant. Meaning you are acquiring his house either on friendly level, or he just give you the apartment to stay 2 months or 3 months or 1 day or 5 days or anything. So before some of you started speaking English and be claiming rights that does not exist, you will ask questions very well. What is my right? Most lawyers don't tell you right. Because if they unveil that your right, you will withdraw from your case. No withdrawing for your case will let you pay him money, and he will decide, pretending to be trying for you. At the end, you will still lose. And then you must have wasted your money. So my peaceful advice for you, if you still want the house, then we'll mediate for peaceful resolution. You talk how you will pay the rent, let him go and pay for the lights, and you have your light to yourself without any disturbance. And if you just decided to go on your own, you choose it. But for this office, the quick notice will complete with him if the resolution is going to be bound. If you decided to go on your own, then pay him his money, because it's what you have accumulated on your own. You have made use of the house. You can't go to a hotel and stay. After you stayed overnight, you tell the manager, you sleep yesterday. When NEPA took light, you did not start your jet. Mosquito bites me. I did not iron my clothes to go for my appointment. For that reason, I'm not going to pay you money for your charity. No. Both of you can argue it. If the manager says, I have the intention of owning the gem for you, but the gem broke down, and everybody knows that machine can misbehave anytime. Even if it's still on, it can still quench and you give reason. Yes. So for peace sake, our advice, if you still like the apartment, then let's talk how you pay him his money so as to fix that light in a proper way to avoid any further embarrassment.
Madam, my mind is off the house.
Okay, your mind is off the house.
Yes.
How can he get his money? Because did he say he dash you the money?
No.
Eh?
No.
So you that say your mind is off the house.
Yes,
Tell us how you.
I didn't enjoy the house one day. No water, no light. They disconnected me. The younger brother too is there. That one is afflicting himself there.
A house that you did not enjoy and you stayed there for 4 years. You should be ashamed to say that kind of a thing. And you should have conscience for your age, or your mate should pay to have a house, to live with the family, not to be sowing evil seed that will not make you excel. You don't like the house. Why do you stay there for 4 years? Tell me, use the mic, tell the world that the house you don't like, you stay there for good 4 years. Were you tidy? Were you seized? Were you barricaded? Tell us the reason why you live in uncomfortable house for 4 years. Tell us. Then we'll know the reason why you will not pay this man his money. Oga, take the mic and answer me.
Madam, like I told you, it's not as if whether I was not planning to pay. But because of the fact that...
Let's leave the past now. You were not planning to pay, or you are planning to pay, and you stay there 4 years, and the house is not comfortable. You can't go with his money. This person is not a troublesome landlord. If it's a troublesome landlord, both of you will start measuring it. Moreover, when you are not paying, and you are even purchasing the money, what is your audacity? What gives you that guts that you want to see somebody's money? You say the house is not good, and you are not doing the right thing. You did not even go to Nepal office and pay the money, and this is the receipt. You refuse to pay.
Yes, I should not.
No, you should have done that.
Yes, I should not.
So now that you seize the money because of NEPA, you pay now. Let them pay for the NEPA, even if you are going. And who knows how much you have accumulated also, now that you are living.
Accumulated with NEPA? Yeah, it's not like that now. For since I moved in, there has been no light.
Please don't waste my time. I have other important things to attend to.
There's no light there, madam.
I've told you, you cannot seize this 800 for 350,000 NEPA bill. And you reserve your right to decide to pack out of the house since your 1 year or 2 years rent expired. So staying put in that house where you know you don't have light, and sitting in his house, taking his whatever, using his apartment free of charge is not obtainable. How do you pay his money? That is the question I ask you. Thank you. Nobody is forcing you to stay there. But if you have gathered money to go to another place, remember to also pay him some money out of the debt you want to cover there.
It is on the ground of the quick notice again. It is on the ground of it is because of the quick notice again to me.
You can't use that as an excuse because I've already told you that the office can still annul the quick notice. So don't use that as an excuse. If it's on the ground of the quick notice, forget about the quick notice. But if it's not on the ground, you said you made up your mind. Pay him his money. Okay, stop wasting my time here.
I don't intend to waste your time, but I don't know. I don't have anything to say for that.
Why wouldn't you have something to say? That you don't want to pay him his money?
I've not said that.
You should not move a pin out of that house without paying your money. That is if you have anything there.
He even used the house for this thing, for factory. He's producing there. Doing church. What? He's producing kaga nut. Producing plantains. He's using my balcony like a kitchen.
He will tell you what to do.
He's producing kaga nuts. He's doing he even using the place as a church. When the landlord
hold on. Are you using that church to what he said? Are you using that place for church and producing anything in that house?
If I lie, I can bring my brother.
I'm asking you a question.
I use it to
use that mic.
I use it to produce.
Use the mic. Story. Sorry.
Ah. I don't know if I don't want to complain about that. This man has been cheating me for long.
Go and sit down. We'll call you back. Sit there.
Huh?
Sit that place. You want to act at it? Sit in that reception. Both of you sit at the reception.
Sorry, madam. I'm busy.
Okay, sit at the reception. They'll give you water. Let him sit at the reception. Give him water. No, this water. You don't see who the form pastor in our office. And let him give the money. Give the water from that place. We'll get back in part 1. You're acting, you're a pastor, you are a producer of tiger nuts and plantain chips, and you cannot pay somebody's rent. Now he's for me. I said she sit at the reception. Now he says it's easy. Now it's okay. That is small thing. Nothing person no go fit see for this office. Tenant and landlord matter. And I go hear, and I go see the part 2 of the film. No say film get part 1 and 2. No be small comment. The movie is acting and eating. Acting, pastor acting, being a producer of video make, and will send NAFDAC to go and check that place first. Yes. He sees 800,000 for 300 and something thousand naira NEPA bill. You stay there for 4 years, you are not paying the man, you are giving him 50,000, 20,000 naira because of NEPA bill. Then, God of mercy. Now the man have revealed his secret where NAFDAC will go and check where he got NAFDAC number producing video milk and chips. He now relax and form himself. Then okay, get up now and talk to us now. He now get to say he's feeling dizzy. I don't know whether now he's producing chips make him to be feeling dizzy, or he's producing video milk that make him to be feeling dizzy. Tiger nuts. My sister Nasa dey say every day. You turn somebody's house to a business place. He gave you the place for residence. You are producing things there and you refuse to pay this person. How is it right? You say what? Part 1, season 1, painting tenant. Okay. You will pay. All right, please. Your numbers, your location. We're still waiting for your locations, please. Send your phone number, your location where you are. Please don't stop. As we said it before now. I'm very strong. Send your name, your location, and your telephone number, any part of the world where you are. Any part of the world where you are, please send it via WhatsApp or whatever. If we need you to communicate with our members around that place for any rescue or help, or even you can as well call, you will not let us know. It's very, very essential, it's very important. Please do that as fast as possible. So give me a moment. I will be back. I hope you have recovered. How are you? When do you intend going out? If you say you want to go out, when do you intend going out?
I've not even gotten a place.
You've not gotten a place. If you have not gotten a place, why don't you remain there and look for her to pay his money? If you know you are not getting the place to park out, you are using the place for business, and you are using is that not where you are living?
Yes.
Sit well, please. Sit well.
I'm not.
Sit well, please. If that is where you are using and that's where you are living, why not conclude on how you will, when you will go out, because you can't stay there indefinite. When do you intend going out?
Hopefully next week. Next month.
Next month.
Hopefully.
Next month you are sure of going out.
I'm not sure. I'm still looking for a place.
You are looking for a place, but already you got the money to pack at home. So that we'll know how to work it out.
The reason why I want to move out is because of the financial constraint.
Okay, if you have financial constraint and you know you don't have much now to go and rent such big apartments, why not consider the fact that you are still in that place and you are making use of the place to pay, to have draw out a payment plan how you be paying while you are still there, which I believe to be better. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you know you've not gotten a place and you are doing business there and you are living there, why not have a payment plan of how you pay pay the money you are owing and you are still there, running or not? Since they don't have any business, any issue in you producing things there and still making use of the place for your apartment, for a living apartment.
Well, if he agrees to that, then I stay.
If you agree to,
If he agreed that he should still stay because of the security secretary.
but I've talked about that before now. I've repeated myself again and again.
Yes, you know, madam, it's one thing for you to say it. It's another thing for him.
He's hearing me. I'm not speaking my language, I'm speaking English and you can hear what I'm saying. Mr. Michael, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Do you have any objection to that?
Yes.
Okay.
This priority you give to him, the landlord and the agent, they are already giving that priority. That issue. How is he going to pay? I give him this man a lot of priority, but for him to pay, the landlord in my area, they are the one who telling me this man is not going to pay. That I should let him pack out. Pay. He refused to pay. Packing out. Even if the lawyer is already signing that in 6 months and he will pack out. There was a time he told me he's going to pack out for almost a year, which I hope that he will pack out. He refused to pack out. What will I do again?
At least I've explained to him what he should expect of you from now. If whatever agreement you people reach and they do not comply, you will know the right thing to do. You get me? So that this office will encourage people to embrace peace, okay, and better understanding, other than engaging in violence and maybe court, police, and all that and all that. And it's the reason why I'm talking to him. If he said he wants to go out, how much did you have to give to him for the outstanding rent that you have covered? One. Okay, if we talk to him that he should allow you to stay, how are you going to pay the rent? So that as you are paying, you pay the rent, how much are you going to pay so that you'll be able to pay the NEPA bill that you are complaining about, while you still go on with your normal work, normal business, and still maintain your residence as it has been, so that the issue will be resolved once and for all, instead of calling you or them coming there to remove your things from the house or bringing up anything that will cause any form of embarrassment to both of you. Now you finally said they have given you such opportunity before, but let's give benefit of doubt that the office want to mediate. How do you, if you are still willing to stay, drop your leg please, this is an office. If you are still willing to stay there, how would you pay the money so that they will be able to solve the issue of the NEPA you are complaining about. Because you equally need light also to do your production.
Yes, ma. Thank you very much for the fact that trying to make you are meditating on my behalf. But if you said that, I'll just what I have what I have in my hand right now is 200,000 naira.
200,000. Okay, but the 200,000 cannot pay NEPA bill.
It can pay NEPA bill. The NEPA bill is for two parties. His own brother have settled his own.
Okay, then how much is remaining now?
Maybe about 160.
160 to balance.
Yes.
Okay, why not, now that it's 800 you are owing, why not first of all pay 1 year of it first? At least you'll be able to sort the NEPA bill, then have some other balance with it while you work out to pay the balance, the other one.
If I have that amount of money, I will do that, madam, with all gladness. But what I have now is about 200,000 naira.
It's too small. Because if you pay NEPA bills, he will not be able to have anything to himself as the owner of the house.
Yes, I understand.
Calm down first.
It will even be better for me if I continue. You understand what you are saying? But what I have, what I can is,
If you want to pack out from the house, you understand? If you want to pack out from the house, you cannot, except you go for a lesser apartment.
yes, I'm looking at a smaller apartment.
If you are going for a smaller apartment, then you're not okay. You are using the 200,000 to go and look for a smaller apartment, which will be like a room and parlor. But if you really know that apartment is comfortable for you, both for you, prefer to go out instead of the business that you are doing there. You will not gather up to 400,000 to be renewing the rent. You understand? Then we'll consider okay, you don't have much to be paying, you want to go to lesser whatever. Then you will not say okay, out of the 800,000 I'm owing, this is how much I can pay to him with pleading, so that you can vacate the place. Then you make use of the place by renting it out to another person. If you are still willing to maintain the place, then let's have a meaningful and considerate resolution.
Okay, madam, thank you very much. But another thing I can't even do now, I can't make a conclusion without my wife. Yes, ma'am.
Which of the conclusion?
As in, because I'm already planning to get a smaller apartment that will be easy for me to renew, where I will move to and easily renew. You know, because before now, my wife too was working. My wife lost her job, so both of us are we are teaming up together for the payment and some other responsibilities. Now she lost her job.
The wife lost her job.
Yes.
Okay, is that not the reason why? Okay, let me ask this. Would you allow him to go without paying you, so that they can just go out of the place? Then since he wants to go for a smaller apartment, let him use the 200,000 to go and rent a smaller apartment and leave your house, so that you can rent it out to another person.
I really mean that priority.
No, would you do that? You leave all this your priority English.
Yes, sorry. I can do that.
Good. Mr. Sylvester,
Yes.
you've had him. Anything we will give room for peace. But if you do not embrace peace, we'll do it otherwise. That is what this office stands for. I said earlier, the right of both of you is highly recognized here. And we must view it from the both sides to ensure peace reign and we have a peaceful resolution. According to you, one, you only have 200,000 to give to him. as part of the rent you are owing, for him to be able to sort the NEPA bills, which you will not have anything. You have nothing, you will have at least nothing left to it that you can use for now as a landlord, even after paying the NEPA bill. They're going to think of you staying there, he's seeing you, he cannot earn anything for his house, and after paying the bill, you'll be enjoying the NEPA bill, then you have nothing to rely on. Considering with the angle of a child of God that have conscience, if you are going out and you know going out according to you is favorable to you, we would not want any further delay. Then the 200,000 you want to give to him, if that is the truth you are saying, then we'll have to believe that everybody is saying truth except proving otherwise. You use the 200,000, go and rent any smaller apartment as fast as possible and vacate the place next month, so that the rest, let it be lost for his side. If you wish to have a house and you have a land tenant that will behave like that and go with the money, and you have children, you have family, and you are not a baby, and you know there is always a law of karma. If you are comfortable with your decision, no problem. As far as he's not contesting, we cannot also prove it, we cannot push further because he is the complainant. If we advise him and he adhere to our advice, we will appreciate. If we talk to him and he prefers this other than doing it the other way, we equally appreciate, because that is what we advocate for every day. So please, the decision of you going out from there, you are the head of the house. I am a married person, and I believe there are some decisions my husband can take without me to ensure peace reign in my home. We will not call you people back over this matter. Either you are staying and you pay half of the money so that you can pay NEPA bill and have something to yourself, and you give us a payment plan on how to renew your balance rent, fine. Otherwise, you give us an undertaking how to leave the house without paying him, and let him do that, leave that as a sacrifice for you, that you are going without paying his rent. Then you vacate the place, then you make use of the place. So I'm almost rounded up. That's okay.
Said the latter this auction as a moving.
Moving out of it.
Yes, said by listening.
By next month you move out.
Which time by next month?
Don't worry now. You are too fast. You too tall. Well, good. Don't worry. Open it there. Okay, as you are moving out next month, are you giving him any money?
For now, I don't have any money.
No. Bring me on that second phone. You write your name. Today is a
18.
you write your name, your address, then you write you undertake to vacate that 4-bedroom apartment on or before end of August 2021. If you fail to, the landlord reserve the right to take your thing off the house without any legal implication. You not write it well.
I'm promising.
I undertake to vacate the above apartment on or before 31st August. Failure to, the landlord reserve the right to throw your things out of the house.
So what is the condition I'm supposed to make now?
So,
What condition am I supposed to make?
when you undertake
Okay.
to vacate the above apartment on or before 31st of August 2020. Failure to, the landlord you signed the alteration. Failure to abide by the undertaking. The property should be moved out. Out of the moved out by the landlord. Without any legal implication. Any legal implication. What is this? Alteration. Failure to abide by the undertaking. What is this? Failure failure to abide by the undertaking, not to push you. Anywhere you cancel, if you write anything, then sign it. Go practice. Sign it on top of that, in front of that. Then where you write alteration instead of undertaking, write undertaking there, then you sign it. Write undertaking there, then you sign it. Bring another undertaking. This there will be no any single alteration there. One of our paper is 500, so you pay for the one you did. What did you write? Undertake to vacate the above apartment on the 31st of August 2020. Failure to abide by this undertaking, the property should be removed out of the apartment without any legal application. That is what I write. So correct it properly so that you transfer it directly to the claim without any alteration. No, yeah. Start from where your name is. You sign it. Sit down. Write your name. And you sign.
My name.
Yes. And you sign. You sign under. Date. On down.
13.
The second line. We'll go to court tomorrow to 1. See the agreement. Okay, have a nice day. Oh, write your telephone number here. Write your telephone number in front of your. Okay. Thank you. Welcome. Close the door. I don't see Abi. This is the person that was forming fainting, forming dizzy, forming everything formable. You see, when this tenant was writing undertaking, did you see him faint on top of the table? No. Did he behave like this on top of the table? No. When he step out now, did he walk as the way he was holding my table and chair going out that time he was forming when they asked him, told him that he was going to pay? No. We have seen 99.9 in this office, both the one you did not know and the one you know. You understand? So when people form attitude, form this kind of a thing, we know them. We know those that are not feeling fine. They stayed outside for more than how many days? Nothing. They have been talking since nothing. Then as I told him that he was going to pay before leaving, use your mic. You now drop the mic first like this and begin to go back. I said, before he formed sought to break my chair, chairman no dey house to replace the chair. Make the man step out to reception where we have bigger chair that he can lie down. Okay, the only thing I will owe you this afternoon, case their zenith, as you don't have brain, I will block you so that you will not come online next time to come and watch my judgment. If the landlord decided to want this man to leave his house and he don't mind forfeiting his money, who am I to tell the landlord, hold him to ransom, let him pay you? I asked the landlord, do you mind if this man leaves without paying you? He said, no problem. He has given him the opportunity. He has given him, how was he saying that English? He has given him that chance several times. Go, don't pay me, but he refused. Go, don't pay me, he refused. Pay me instrumentally, he refused. How did it become my judgment? Because you are here to condemn me, even when you know the truth. I'll block your case their zenith or Moyema, so that you will not come next time to watch unfair judgment. Have a nice day and stay put on another line. The man just display 419 whatever, but we know it. But what the landlord wants, practically he wants the man out of the house, which I've interpreted to this man, and you've heard me telling the man, don't let him pick a pin from that house without paying you your money. And some people, that is how they live in perpetual poverty until they die, because they want to hold on to what did not belong to them. This man fall fainting. You don't know if that spirit of fainting will visit him. So any of you that is not attentive, you must not come to this place and be tapping because you have long finger to type. And if you know your reason of coming to this platform, we have said it time without number. I am not here for fun. And it's the reason why you hardly even see me teasing or joking or anything, except if I want to really joke. We come here for pure business, serious business. Listen to people. Rub mind with them. Help in any area you feel you can resolve their matter, instead of going to police station, instead of going to court, instead of fighting themselves, instead of breaking bottles. And if you just, because you hate us, all you need, you want to come to the platform to be condemning, you don't listen to party, the next thing, you are rude, you are bad, you are shouting, you are intimidating, and all that. Your judgment is fair. Am I judge? Who am I to judge? Am I a judge? Have I introduced myself to you as a judge or as a magistrate? When you see demonic person, what you need to do is to do away with that person. And I believe this man have passed through hell in his hand, is not willing to go. So this very one, as he signed this undertaking, tomorrow we'll take it to court. Go and legalize. So if whether you want to play the man price, when he gets to them, we'll give the man copy to go and act on that. So if you appear before any police station or anything, agreement ban them. We are witness to that, and you have to pack out. If he stay there, is he going to pay? Rather, you create more problem for the man. So please, my peaceful advice for some of you, don't. I've already deleted her. Have you heard me mention deleting somebody and I wait 1 second to leave the person to learn? Now, if you want to learn, you keep quiet. Have you seen students that challenge teachers in the class? If you want to learn, no. Students keep quiet to learn. You are a learner, you keep quiet to learn from who is teaching you. You don't foreclose or overdo, and you allow the teacher to live in the class. I only have tried to have obedient students, even though I know they are stubborn. But once they know who is teaching them, their teacher, their tutor, they respect the teacher. Even if you know what the teacher is telling you, you know more than the teacher, you will still raise hand and tell teacher, excuse me, I think I need to apply this equation to get the other result. And that you can even say it diplomatically in a principal way. I'm not angry. Me angry. I want angry. When chairman no dey house. I no dey angry at all. If I get angry, nobody to tell me don't be angry again. Because I know if you get me angry, you'll be happy. I don't want to look old before chairman come back. Now that I know they I want to sharp let him come back fast. So please, I no wan get angry. Like, frankly, you are a 419. Thank you, Jare, Vivian. All right, please, I'm still repeating. Thank you. We're getting some numbers, people, their location, their names, and their number. Please don't forget to do that. And please, I still want to beg you, don't keep our videos to yourself. You know you are for us, we are for you. We are all working with one mind. Once you get notification, share it to other of our members, to other of your friends and your family, so that they can join, rub mind together to help people that come to us for assistance. God bless you and have a very wonderful evening. See you tomorrow. I'm expecting your details, area,